The storage rework has received its third major update, and now the storage system is in a place that I feel like it's rather easy to explain. From smallest to largest, backpacks and satchels can hold 28, duffel bags can hold 40, for whatever reason the Syndicate Pajama Bundle can hold 44, and the Bag of Holding can hold 56. All of these can only hold huge, just as an example. Items have different sizes. They range from tiny, which weighs 1, small, which weighs 2, normal, which weighs 4, large, which weighs 8, and huge, which weighs 16, and ginormous, which you cannot put in a backpack. So, it's really simple. You pick up an item that weighs 1, it takes 1. You pick up an item that weighs 16, it weighs 16. It's rather easy to understand. Things like hard suits, for example, they fall under the ginormous tag, meaning that you can't put them in your backpack, it is just too big. But things like soft suits, like EVA suits and paramedic void suits, only weigh 16. They are only considered huge. And things like emergency EVA only weighs that much. Pistols, for example, fall under the small category. They weigh 2. That means you could put them in your pocket. The camera, which probably shouldn't weigh 4, but as of right now it does, it means it only weighs 4. It could fit in a backpack, no problem, obviously, but it's still a little too big to go into your pocket. So small and tiny objects are what could fit in your pocket, normal and higher cannot. And while I'm here, there's a little odd balance for the double barrel is somehow twice the size of the Kamer, which doesn't really make sense, but it's a pretty minor jump. It's only 4 to 8 storage, so it's nowhere near as extreme as it was, where it was like 4 to 16. And all of the SMGs, including the L6 Saw, are under the 16 category. They are all considered huge. So walking around with one with just a normal backpack is a pretty big commitment, but that is something that is worth considering. And just in case you were curious, the thing like the Inspector's revolver is also small. Nested storage has been changed to no longer be nearly as gameable as it was. Nested storage, for example, like a survival box, weighs 8 because it's now huge, or it's now large, and inside it can only hold 8. So you can't hold more than the survival box is worth. So I expect people to toss the survival boxes again, but that's probably still a fine thing. I think hoarding the survival boxes was kind of odd, but yet again, that is just my opinion. And first aid kits are the same way now. They can hold 8 and they weigh 8. So there's no point in also hoarding first aid kits, unless you just want to stay organized, which is up to you. Items that go in your belt slot do not follow the weight system. They follow a slot system and a size system. And they still have whitelists. Like for utility belts, only tools can go in them. The chest rig, pretty much anything can go in it. And there's still some weird oddities with this where the chest rig only holds normal, so that means you're only supposed to be able to put pistols and stuff in it, but like I said, for whatever reason, the camera is normal size, so you could put 7 cameras in a chest rig, but this is nowhere near as bad as it was before, where you could put it's 7 C20s because those were considered normal, so this is more balanced, but walking around with 7 shotguns strapped to you is still odd, but I guess putting 7 shotguns in a backpack also doesn't make sense. Whatever, I'm fixating way too hard on this. But the belt system will use slots and whitelist. The whitelist are kind of hard to explain, but I mean, you can pretty much use common sense for it. It's like a utility belt. Well, I could put my tools on it. A security belt, I could put my security tools on it. A chest rig, well, I mean, it just has pouches. So, to a degree, I feel like it's pretty discoverable. It's on its own, and I think players will be able to figure out, oh, it says slots, so I mean, I could put 7 things on it, and max size normal. If you shift click anything, it'll tell you the size. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I feel like the storage system's much more understandable now. There's way less oddities than before. You can't do insane inventory stacking like you used to be able to. I guess you could still do it with Dan-soaked smokes. Like you could still put 10 pills in here if you want, and it only takes up 2 in your inventory. So you can still, if you really try, optimize your inventory, but at that point you're only optimizing tiny objects, so that's completely up to you. That's all I got for now. Thank you for watching.